disappointment that result from comparing the product perceived performance to the expectations. Let's see how this works. If the expectations are here, and you go, let's say that you expect, this particular product to give you this type of benefits. You go, you get what you expected, you're happy. You get more, you're delighted. You get less, you're dissatisfied. You see? So what is satisfaction? Satisfaction is a mathematical equation that says how much you expect minus how much you actually perceive, and the difference will tell whether we're happy or we're not happy. That's why it is very important that we look at the marketer and the competitor. You need to make sure that when you market, you tell people what to expect. You see, if you tell them, I will give you the fastest car in the world, and then the car is not the fastest car in the world, then they're not happy. You see, if you give them that we will give you is fast enough, to get you where you want, and you use it and it is fast enough, then it meets the expectations, then you're happy. You see?
So expectation in all the levels, like maybe the price.
Yeah, the same expectations for everything. Okay? You also want to monitor satisfaction. Do companies monitor satisfaction? Can you measure satisfaction?
Yes.
This is what you do. You get a measurement tool and you start to calculate how much they expect, how much they are actually seeing. The distance between those two is the satisfaction. For example, I ask you, let's say we're the bank, and I ask you, a reasonable money transfer, from here to Europe, take how much? How much you expect transfer will take?
$10 per 10,000.
Now let's say time-wise. How long it will? How much time it will take from here to transfer money to Europe?
I expect like one
You
day,
expect 1 day,
but
and you expect how much fee you pay for 1 day?
as you said, maybe
$10. You see, so people have this expectations. $1, $10 in 1 day. You go, you ask people, how much did it take you? They say it arrived in 1 day and it was $10. Are you happy? I am happy.
Satisfied.
You see, we measured it, right? You ask people, he tell you 1 day, $10. Now, if tomorrow he goes to the bank and then he says, how much is $20? Are you happy? Not happy. You know why. Didn't meet the expectations. So what happens is that people need to build the expectations. That's why you see, they say, it used to be $99, but now we discounted it, it is $79. They tell you what was the old price, so you build your perception, and they tell you now we have dropped it. You see, it's a matter of managing perception. Remember, in the first day of this class, we tell you, in this course, we will discuss this. Just to keep the expectations on what is you are actually going to see. If we tell you more, then will be more. Remember, if you go to this, advertising for this, we give you unlimited WhatsApp for 1 week. Do you see? So if you go, you use it, you use unlimited in 1 week. It's what you expected, that's what you got, you're happy. Do you see? But if we start to give you something that is not deliverable, it becomes a problem. So how do you also monitor satisfaction? Measuring, influencing on customer satisfaction. You see people how happy, and also customer complaints. How many complaints you get? How many people call? They have a problem. You can also use surveys. Okay. You can use customer loss rate. Do you know what's customer loss rate? How many customers you lose? Do you see? The idea of the churn rate. How many people defect from you? How many people they never come back? How many people drop?
You need to keep a record of customers.
Yeah, you keep a record of customers. Do you think MTN, they don't know how many people no longer used the service last month?
Telecom is easy to know.
Do you
how
see?
much people drop.
Yeah, that's true. If you sell, for Galaxy people, they see their sales are decreasing. Then they know some people dropped, or maybe some people consumed less. So sometimes you need to do another study to determine.
also like you can measure like before in this day before 1 year.
Yeah, how it was before. Yeah, that's when you look at the reports overall. You know, that's what accountants people like to do, right?
Yes.
All right. We also got the mystery shoppers. Anyone have heard of a mystery shopper?
No.
You know, the mystery shopper, they do this. What company do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, Western Union, they do that. Western Union, they do this for the whole country.
Like compulsive shoppers.
This is what they do. They have, they will, there's a website you go on the internet, Harrelson Research Center. You can write your name there. You tell them that you want to be a mystery shopper. They write your name and they keep you in the database. Western Union calls them. They say, we want to check Western Union point. We want a Talaman Bank and a Zubairi. And would you like to go and assess them? You say yes. You know, they send you an email. Well, they will pay you $50 in 1 hour. And they tell you, okay, this is a form. You take this form. You go to a Talaman on Friday at 5 o'clock. And you walk in and you have those questions. Number one, do they have lights? Is the lights enough? Do they have a guard? Did the sign clear? Did they give you the form? Were the form available? Was the employee smiling? Did they give you a pen? Did they say thank you when you finished? Were it busy? How many people did you see? And then they tell you there when you go, you will be receiving money. And this is your transaction number. You go there, you receive your $50. You go, you send them the report. You see, they do that. It's not a spy. It's we call mystery shopper, and we do that. You know, they don't. It's their point. They just want to check on this location, employee, light, guard, camera. You see, this way you make sure customers are. You measure their happiness. Influence of customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction and speed of communication are two things that can very important. Let's see. Here we've got customer complaints. 25% customers are dissatisfied. It can lead to 5% complaints. 95% will stop buying from you. So if you have your customers, if you have a quarter of them not happy, the quarter will go into this direction. 5 will complain. Only 5% of the unsatisfied customers will talk to you. And these people, if they talk to you, they really care about you. If a customer come and talk to you, this is a very loyal customer. Because any not loyal customer, they will just leave. They will not wait to tell you. You see, every time a customer come and complain, this is a lovely customer. Those customers who complain, 95% of them, if you resolve their problem quickly, a keyword, quickly, they will go and they will tell 5 people how happy they are with you. And of course, 70%, they will buy again if it's resolved. And 54 to 70. And then those will stop buying, they will go talk to 11 people. Okay? These people are so bad. Did you know what they do? It's amazing. Here it talks about the issue of importance of quality. What is the definition of quality? Quality has 2 definitions. It is you have good performance and you have good conformance. You conform to the standard. You see, if you sell zabadi and every zabadi has the same tastes, that's a quality. Now, if you buy, do you remember a product you buy, every time you buy it, it tastes differently? That's a very bad quality.
Sometimes in restaurants.
Zabadi, the same problem. That's a very bad zabadi, Mabruk. Let's see, we've got satisfaction, it leads to profitability. If you're profitable because of your quality will bring satisfaction. Satisfaction will bring quality. Quality, you see, this is like a relationship between those. Have you heard of this? 20% of your top customers generate 80% of your profits. Have you heard of this? No. If you look at your customers and you sort them, the top 20% customers, only the top 20%, they give you 80% of your profits. The 80% of the profit. Some customers are profitable customers. They buy a lot, they come back, they tell their friends, they are... Those 20% of your customers on the top, if you take care of them, you keep them, they give you 80% of the profit. The remaining customers, you don't want them. In fact, some companies, if they have some of the bottom customers, remember the bottom 20 customers, they give you 80% of the problems. Those you send them to your competitor immediately. You just show them the direction. This is where you go. Do you see? You tell them, you call, you want to stay with me. Some people say, MTN doesn't want those people at 5 a.m. Do you see? If you receive a message and you don't have 50 riyal in your, and you see, they really don't want you. You see, if you want to call with us, come at 5, otherwise we don't want to see you. You see, the idea of some customers there, you may want to be. How many people will ship their customers to other competitors? How many people say, no, a customer, you keep the customers?
If I got loose from...
You see, those customers, you don't make profit, they're lousy, they give you headache, they take your time, they
Space.
give you, they take the space, they bother the other paying customers. You ship them out. Do you see? What do you guys think? How many people will feel bad if we start to ship them out?
No. Satisfied.
Ahmed, will you ship some of your customers or you will never do that?
If they bothers me, yeah, for sure.
Do you see? The idea here is that, the idea is, hold on. The idea is you need to look at the customer lifetime value. This customer is how much worth to me for this customer is this much. صغير ما نعرفوش. Do you see? What do you think, Shawaan?
I think building capacity for the customer has now become a trend. For example, they maintain they do social services, they do many things in the society in order to build the capacity for customer to be from the 20% portion. So it's a ratio, it's not a number. So
Yeah, it's a ratio. So you have more customers this way. The 20% is more people. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but see, the idea is you have the top 20% of your customers. So if you have 1,000 customers, we're talking about the top 200. If you have 1,000 customers, you have the lowest 200. Those lowest 200, they're a big headache. You just get rid of this only 200 when you still have 800. That may also keep your business. But the idea is you want to consider to look at what is the customer lifetime value. How much this customer really generates. And then you want to maximize it. Maybe you want to increase it. Sometimes you want these people, let's say on the bottom, you want them to call more. So you give them this, 50 riyal balance at 5 o'clock free. So they may work, you see, so you can push them up. Do you see? And if they don't respond, maybe you want to ship them out. There's a concept of customer profitability analysis. Customer profitability analysis, it's becoming now it's a software. It looks into how customer... I remember when I worked in the International Bank of Yemen, they had this customer profitability analysis software. It basically go to the bank database and it's generate. Now the problem with some of these is it is very difficult to do. Because you need to tell the system every single information in order to be able to generate. But these become very powerful once they are used. And you can see here, it's not an easy, it's like a big equation here. We've got this profitable customer, a person, household, or a company that over time yields a revenue stream exceeds by an acceptable amount that company's cost stream for attracting, selling, and servicing customer. So, profitable customer, they pay you more than you have to spend for them. There are companies that has product 1, product 2, product 3, product 4, and then customer 1, customer 2, customer 3. You look, this customer here is profitable, customer here is profitable, customer here is profitable. You see, those losing customers on the other side, negative, unprofitable product maybe, this is maybe highly unprofitable products. So here, you make this profitability analysis, you determine what customer, how much they pay you, how much money you make out of them. You keep the top customers, you see what they want, you give them more. You see the losing customers, you kick them out. Okay. You ship them out, in some businesses, because they become more expensive. They just don't help you. Customer information, differentiate, customize, personalize, share. Customer relationships. You guys know what's a CRM. How you keep good relationship with your customers. That makes, you personalize marketing, you do customer empowerment, you do customer review, recommendations. The power of brand, personalized marketing. We've got here one-to-one marketing. Do you guys know what's one-to-one? Some companies, they do this good. They do it one-to-one. My customers, it's not the top 10, it's not the bottom 10. It is Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. These are profitable. I take care of them. You see, everyone else, I don't care. You see, these are not paying customers. Do you see? Do you know an example like this? You identify specific prospects, customers. Maybe you differentiate, you focus on this type of group. Do you see? Maybe you customize, you make a product for them because that's what they want. And then you interact with each customer on a personal level.
Maybe like Rolls Royce.
Yeah, Rolls-Royce, they take you one by one. They make it car by car, you see, one at a time. Customer empowerment is when you give you give them some sort of, do you remember some of the companies, they give you some power. You may appear in their advertising.
YouTube.
You have the YouTube videos. They tell you make a YouTube.
Yeah.
They take a picture of you in their showroom and they put it on Facebook. And if you get the highest number of likes, they give you this type of. So customers, they go work. They collect everyone else too. Do you see?
Kinder Surprise.
Kinder Surprise. It's also another empowerment.
For your kids.
Create a buzz. Sometimes anyone know a company that do blog? Do you guys know what's a blog?
Yes.
A blog, those people who write online.
Yes.
You see, some people, they blog about companies and brands, and so if you go and you search which one is better, Sony or Samsung, and then you search and you find someone says big or long article, it says the differences and the benefits and do you see? So they create this. They hire people. Hey, go write about Sony, write about this, write about that, and then people write more about them. And then, people, when they search online, they find information, they're happy. Reviews, negative reviews, negative. Did you guys see, did anyone have seen my book? I put my book on Amazon.
Yes.
And then on Amazon, I put the book and then, it says there, how much rating. So if I want to do good, get the reviews and then get more stars and then, you see, you build this image where a lot of people start to. Customer retention, acquiring a new customer will cost you 5 more than retaining current customers. Do you guys see this? Is this expensive?
What?
Average company will lose 10% of its customers per year. Reduce customer defection by 5% can increase profit from 25 to 85. Do you guys understand these numbers? No? At all?
The third
Use
one.
customer definition by 5%.
Now, let's say if every year you lose 10% of your customers.
Yeah.
If you reduce it by 5%,
Okay.
you can get your profits to increase to more than double.
Oh,
You see, from 25, it can reach to 85. Do you see? The idea is your old customers, they are very profitable. You see, you don't want to lose them. Do you see? So it's better that you keep your old customers. But as I said before, I have been reading in the latest writings, some people say, no, that's not true. And, they flip it. They say, no, new customers can be more profitable. And I think it depends on the market and your business. So you need to know what you're doing and what business you are in and what is the current
Chinese
status.
company, I think they are targeting new customers.
Always focus on new
Because
customers.
it's 1-2 time experience and
They don't come back.
So they are.
Yeah, they get new people. Attracting and retaining customers. You want to manage your customer base. You want to talk to your customers, inform them, tell them. Retention dynamics. Make sure that you get people to return. If they have a problem, you solve the problem. You want to reduce defection. Define, measure, determine causes, compare customer life value to the cost. Now, if you have a customer, they will pay you 1,000 and you lose this customer. If you lose 1,000 to make it not leave, it's okay, you're breaking even. Do you see? So here is the idea: is how can you, attract and retain. Customer funnel. This is how you reach your customer loyalty. You start with the market. You let them know. You open. You let them try. They try it. 1 month, 2 months. they become regular, they come back again, they become loyal. Which company is strong in loyalty?
David Harley.
David Harvard, David Harvard, Harley Davidson. So we've got this building loyalty, interact with your customers, create institutional ties, loyalty cards. Do you guys think these loyalty cards work? Anyone has a loyalty card by any company? Which company?
Got it once,
Emirates Airlines?
No, it was from a restaurant.
Restaurant? Which
Because
restaurant?
it was in Egypt, Lebanese restaurant. After a while, they give me card with 15% discount.
So every time you go back,
Yeah.
they...
It was for special
Customers.
who are-
Do you see it? Do you still keep it? Do you still have it?
No, I kept it there.
Do you see sometimes because you feel they give you a loyalty card, you become loyal.
I was happy.
Do you see your
became loyal more.
yeah? And how is their food? Is it good?
Yeah, it was good.
What happens if the prices is a bit high? It's okay. Do you see loyal customers? They're okay. Customer databases. You have the name, the phone number, the purchase history, demographics, psychographic, media. Some of these companies now, especially online, like if you look at Facebook, they know exactly who you are, your friends, their name and phone number, date of birth, friends, who you talk to, who you don't, who likes you, who don't, who you like, who you don't. Data mining, it becomes, maybe some of the IT people here can tell us more about this, how you can have a huge database, and then from this database you can get, very important gold. Mining, when you find gold, you find the gold from the data, and then you have, of course it can be, big databases can be very expensive. You need to have data warehouses, you need to have engineers, you need to do reports, sophisticated. That's the end of this chapter.
What is psycho?